My beloved child, even now as you open your heart to read these words, my divine power is quietly moving within your very body. My breath is not a fleeting breeze, but the fountain of new life, restoring what has withered and been forgotten. Every cell, every fiber, every heartbeat within you is responding to my powerful touch. The strength, the joy, the hope you thought were lost forever, I am bringing them back to life. This is not a vain dream nor a fragile imagining, but a holy reality unfolding in this very moment. Though your eyes may not see it, your soul will feel it, for wherever my word is received in faith, there my spirit moves mightily. I have seen in you a spark, a small flame of faith, fragile yet priceless. You may think it too weak to accomplish anything, but to me, it is a treasure. And now I am bending low, breathing my heavenly breath upon that flame so that it will not merely survive, but burn more fiercely, shine more brightly, and endure more steadfastly than ever before. Do not allow the lies of darkness to extinguish it. Do not let doubt or fear smother it, for that very faith will become the door through which the river of miracles flows into your life. I call you, my child, to nourish your faith not with murmurs of despair, but with words of life, words aligned with my will. When your lips speak words of faith, you are sowing seeds of life into your soul and into your circumstances. Do not use your mouth to agree with darkness, to declare defeat, or to imprison yourself in the chains of fear. Use it to proclaim what I have spoken to, declare the promises I have given. When your words unite with mine, you walk in step with the creative power that fashioned the universe itself, and once you stand upon that foundation, nothing can ever shake you. My child, remember that faith is not a human effort to force belief, but a full surrender into the love and the power of your Father. Faith is when you say, "Father, I do not understand it all, but I believe that you are faithful." When you believe, you no longer live by your own strength, but you allow my Spirit to work through you. It is in that moment that miracles not only touch your body, but also renew your soul so that you may walk in a peace that surpasses all understanding. I know there have been nights when you wept in silence, days when you were exhausted in pain and confusion, thinking there was no way out. But I assure you, there has never been a moment when I abandoned you. Even when you could not feel me, I was there, closer than your breath, nearer than the thoughts in your heart. I am the life flowing within you, the light piercing through the darkness, the strength that keeps you standing firm in the storm. Therefore, my beloved child, do not accept the lies that this is your fate, that you are unworthy to receive healing. You are worthy not because of your works, but because of the eternal love I have set upon you. You were not destined to live in sickness and suffering, but created to reflect my glory, to become a temple for my Spirit, to walk in freedom and blessing. Declare it boldly with your own lips that you are a child of the Eternal One, that you belong to life and not to death, that healing is yours because of the sacrificial love of my Son on the cross. I invite you to let your heart become a fertile soil where my word may take root and bear fruit. Each time you speak words of trust, you are watering that seed. Each time you reject despair, you are clearing the thorns from your heart. And each time you choose to stand upon my promises, you open the door wider for my wholeness to flow. Do not merely listen to my words, but live in them. Do not only keep them in your mind, but let them become the very heartbeat of your soul. Rest in me, for healing does not come from your own striving, but from my unchanging power. You do not need to know how I will do it, for my plan is far beyond your understanding. Your only task is to believe, to surrender, and to let my peace cover your soul completely. While the world tells you to give up, I say to you, stand firm. While fear whispers that you will fall, I declare, you will live and you will overcome. And my child, be assured of this, even now in this very moment, my Spirit is at work within you. The flame of faith in you is burning stronger, and it will never be extinguished. For I am the keeper of the fire, the one who renews, the one who ensures that life always triumphs over death. Rise up, proclaim life, and step into the flow of miracles I have already prepared for you. My beloved child, if only you would open your heart, you would see a wonder that this world could never give. For too long you have carried fear like a heavy burden, letting lies whispered in the dark convince you that you are unworthy, that your life is a sentence already written, that healing would never belong to you. But I tell you today, all those things are only chains of darkness, and you no longer have to live imprisoned by them. For I, your Father, am speaking a different word, a word of life, of hope, and of freedom. You do not need to prove yourself, nor do you need to figure out with your reasoning how you will be delivered. I do not require you to present an explanation or a plan. I only ask that you trust and surrender, for it was never meant to be your burden. I am the one who acts. Your sole task is to believe. When you believe, you open the door for my power to flow. When you surrender, you allow my love to fill the spaces where fear once dwelled. And when you rest in me, you will feel my peace covering you like a garment, keeping your heart steady even in the storm. Do not let the voices of this world tell you it is time to give up. Do you not know, my child, that I am working right now within you, even though your eyes cannot yet see, like a seed hidden beneath the soil that quietly begins to sprout? My power is silently moving within your soul and your body. I am the one who formed every cell of your being, and nothing is beyond my reach. Even the wounds you thought could never heal, even the damage you believed was permanent, I can renew and restore. Do not let reason confine you to what your eyes see and ears hear, for faith is not seeing but trusting in what I have promised. When you say, Father, I believe, at that very moment the sacred truth begins to work. Let my word be the foundation of your life, not reports, not opinions, not the lies of darkness. When everything around you tells you to quit, remember that I am still working in you, laying bricks of hope, lighting lamps of faith, and writing a new story for your life. I long for you to cast out fear as an unwelcome stranger from the house of your heart. Open the door wide so that my peace may enter and dwell there. This peace is not fragile, not fleeting with circumstances, but a river that flows unceasingly, refreshing your soul and bringing life. You will see that no night is too long, no trial too great, and no darkness strong enough to hide the light I have placed within you. Therefore, my child, do not let the toxic whispers tell you that you are unworthy. You are worthy because I have destined it so. You are not a forgotten child, but my beloved one whom I guard. Healing is not a reward for those who are more perfect than you, but a gift I freely give to all who place their trust in me. And today that gift is reaching out to you. Be courageous and receive it, not through the analysis of reason, but through the hunger of your spirit. You do not need to know how I will do it. You only need to know that I am doing it. You do not need to see every detail of the plan. You only need to know that I am faithful. Let your faith rise as a declaration so that all darkness trembles and every doubt retreats. And rest in my arms, for in me you will always find the life, the healing, and the wholeness you have long sought. I promise you this, even when the world presses upon you to surrender, I am still declaring that you were created to overcome. Even in the nights when you feel utterly drained, I am lifting you up with my strength. And in this very moment I say to you, my child, believe, trust in me. Healing is yours. My beloved child, listen deeply to what I am speaking to you for. My word has never returned void. Every word I send carries power, life, and purpose, and it will accomplish exactly what I send it to do. Today, this word has been sent into your life not to bring fleeting comfort, but to bring wholeness to your body, your mind, and your soul. Know this, even though you may not yet see or feel it, your healing has already begun. It is no longer a distant promise, but a holy work already moving within you. My hand is upon you, gentle, yet full of power, and the work of restoration has already started. I do not wait for you to become perfect before I grant this blessing. I do not demand that you reach a standard beyond your grasp. The only thing I seek in you is faith, no matter how small, even if only the size of a mustard seed. Do you think your faith is too weak to move me? No, my child, for it is in that very weakness that my strength is most clearly revealed. You need not strive to prove anything. I delight to lift you up and let my power flow through you. Let me carry you in my arms, let me be your healer, for you were not created to collapse in darkness, but to stand strong in the light and in glory. Do not be discouraged by the times you have stumbled. Do not let the symptoms in your body frighten you. They are not the final word over your life. They hold no authority to determine your destiny. I alone speak the final word, and today I declare to you, live, be healed, rise up, and be made whole. Believe that there is no pain beyond my touch, no darkness stronger than my light, and no circumstance powerful enough to stop the loving plan I have ordained for you since the beginning of time. My child, remember that I do not look at you through the lens of failures or weaknesses. I look at you through the unchanging love and the sacrifice that was completed on the cross. It is because of that love that today you are free to receive. I know there are moments when your heart is troubled, when you feel unworthy, but I affirm to you this truth you are worthy for. I have valued your life with the precious blood of my Son. Nothing in this world can strip away that promise from you. So open your heart, my child, and step into the healing I am pouring out. Do not seek wholeness in your own efforts, but in my presence. When you let my word become the firm foundation of your life, you will see your faith strengthened, your hope ignited, and peace planted deep into the roots of your soul. Do not fear what your eyes see, for your vision only captures the present, but I have already seen the glorious end I have prepared for you. Let your faith rise as a declaration that I alone am the final authority over your life. Let that faith carry you beyond your weariness, so your heart will not be shaken by the storms around you. You are not walking this journey alone, for I am walking with you. I am upholding you, I am healing you, I am renewing you, and I am restoring you. My beloved child, this is the moment of renewal. This is the time to rise above every doubt and fear. Trust in me, rest in my love, and open wide your heart to fully receive all that I am pouring into you. I speak to you now, my child. Life has been given to you, healing has already begun, and wholeness has become your portion. Rise and walk in this light, for I am the faithful one, and my word never returns empty. My dearly loved one, listen and engrave these words deep within your heart, for I am holding you in the palm of my mighty and merciful hand. You are not lost. You are not alone. You have never been forsaken for even a single moment. I know the enemy has tried to whisper lies into your mind, that this darkness will never end, that your prayers vanish into silence, that your cries go unanswered. But I assure you, every word you utter has touched my heart, and even when you have no words left, your tears are prayers that speak louder than any language. I have seen each tear fall, I have caught them as treasures, and not a single one has touched the ground unnoticed. They are precious beyond measure to me, for they reveal the depth of your soul and the sincerity of your heart. But now, my child, the time for change has come. I do not want you to remain bowed down under the weight of pain and shadows. Now is the time for you to lift your head high, for I am breathing new life into your lungs. I am pouring new strength into your trembling legs so they may walk more firmly than ever. I am infusing new power into your weary hands so they no longer give up. And I am commanding every chain, every shackle that has bound your soul to release you. Those chains are breaking even now, each link falling away at your feet, for where my presence dwells, there is freedom. Do you sense it, my child? Even now the darkness is retreating. It thought it had won, it thought it had surrounded you, but my power is greater than all things. My light is blazing forth, scattering nights that seemed endless. My glorious dawn is rising over your life, and no force can conceal it. The night will not last forever, beloved one, for a new day is breaking. In truth, that day begins right now, a day of healing, a day of hope, a day of freedom and renewal. I know you have often felt exhausted, worn down from battles that never seem to end. I know there have been moments you believed all your efforts were in vain. But I want you to know, in those very moments of despair, I was closest to you. I was there holding you when you nearly collapsed, whispering when you thought silence consumed you, and sheltering you when you feared the darkness had swallowed everything. You have never been alone, my child, for I have promised that I will never leave nor forsake you. Do not let the poisonous whispers of the enemy shape your thoughts any longer. Do not let him convince you that I do not hear, that I do not care, that you are not worthy of healing and restoration. You have worth because I called you by name from the beginning. You have worth because my Son shed his blood to redeem you. You have worth because in my eyes you are my precious creation, made in my image. Nothing from your past, no failure, no wound can ever change that worth. Believe this, and let such faith be the light that guides your steps. Now I invite you to step out of the shadows and into my light. Open your heart to receive the breath of life I am pouring into you. Let go of fear, for fear only chains your soul. Let go of doubt, for doubt blinds you to the miracles unfolding before you. Let go of the lies the enemy has planted, for they exist only to steal the life I have given you. You do not need to understand every detail of how I work. You do not need to see the full picture. Your only calling is to trust and surrender, that I may complete my work in you. My child, picture a sunrise after a long and weary night. Not a dim glow, but a brilliant sun shining everywhere, warming and giving life. This is the vision I want you to embrace today. That dawn is not far off. It is already rising in your life, bringing healing to your body, peace to your soul, and hope for your future. I say to you, do not be afraid. Rise up, step into the new day I have prepared. Live in freedom, in strength, in healing, for you are my child. Beloved one, take my hand and trust what I am doing. Do not focus on what your eyes see, but on the promise I have given. Do not let old wounds define you, for I have defined you with love and redemption. And remember, you are not called merely to survive, but to live a life overflowing with abundance. This is your moment to rise. This is your hour to be healed. This is the day my glorious dawn shines upon your life, and no darkness will ever cover you again. My dearly loved child, open wide your heart to receive this word, for I am the God of sudden wonders. I am not limited by what your eyes perceive, nor hindered by what mankind calls impossible. I am the one who created the universe from nothing, the one who commanded the seas to retreat, the one who calls the sun to rise each morning. If I can do such mighty works, will I not also restore what in your life seemed lost forever? Believe, for I am the God of restoration, of unexpected miracles, and of new beginnings. I am not only healing you from the pain pressing upon your body and soul, but I am also restoring all that was stolen from you. The dreams you thought had vanished, the hopes you buried deep, the faith you believed could never live again, I am bringing them back renewed and stronger than before. You have wept long for what was lost, but I declare to you today, you will not carry that wound forever. Your night is not the end. That pain is not a life sentence. You are not destined to remain trapped in the cycle of fear and despair. My child, I am calling you forward into a river of grace I have prepared just for you. Imagine a river clear and refreshing, flowing endlessly, washing away the dust and debris of the past. That is my river. I invite you to step in and let its waters cleanse every bitterness stored in your heart, wash away every fear that has held you captive, and extinguish every disappointment that seemed impossible to erase. Let this river flood your soul, softening the hardened places wounded by sorrow and loss. Do not resist, do not fear, for this is not a fleeting dream, but the holy reality I have promised to you. My child, I know there are places within your soul that feel dry and desolate, like a desert scorched by years of relentless heat. I know there are chambers of your heart that have shut themselves away, hardened like stone from the fear of being wounded once more. But my beloved, when my presence pours in, it is like the first rains upon parched ground, reviving it, causing long-buried seeds to awaken, sprout, and rise into blossoms radiant with beauty. I will soften the places once frozen, so that you may feel again the joy, the hope, and the love you thought were lost forever. You do not need to strive in your own strength to cleanse the wounds or restore what was stolen. That is the work of your Father. Your part is simply to step into my presence to receive all that I am pouring into you. As you let me work, you will see that everything the enemy tried to steal from you will be returned, and beyond that, given back in abundance. For I am the God who not only restores, but renews. You will not only be healed, but transformed. You will not only reclaim what was lost, but you will receive what you never even dared to dream. Do not believe, my child, that your past has changed my heart toward you. Do not think that your wounds or your falls have made you unworthy. I do not look upon you through the lens of failure, but through the unchanging love and the precious blood shed by my Son. That very love has written a new story for you, and in that power I now declare, come forth. This is the moment of restoration. Know, my beloved, that the night cannot hold you forever. Dawn is breaking upon your life, and this new light will drive out every last shadow. Do not cling to the days that have gone, for I am opening a new door before you. A day of healing, a day of restoration, a day of freedom and of life begins now. Lift up your head, my child. Let my light shine upon your face, so that the world may see you as one restored by my power. Let this river of grace flow through you, transforming you, and making you a living witness of my faithfulness. There is nothing lost that I cannot redeem. There is nothing broken that I cannot heal. There is no dream buried too deep that I cannot call back to life. And you are the testimony of my restoring power. Beloved child, step in. Do not delay, do not fear, do not look behind you. My river is flowing, my presence is covering you, and my glory is shining brightly over your life. You will not weep forever over that pain. You will not remain bound in the old cycle. You will walk in new freedom, in new love, in new joy, for I am the God of restoration, and I have ordained that you shall be made whole. My precious one, now I touch the very depths of your being, the mind where thoughts, memories, and emotions have been etched into your soul. I am breathing the breath of my life into every corner of your brain, your cerebellum, and your brainstem. Know this, there is no place within you too dark for my light to reach, no wound too deep for my love to heal. Where confusion once reigned, I decree clarity. Where trauma imprinted fear, I erase it with perfect love. I am rewiring the neural pathways that anxiety, depression, and suffering have distorted. I am calming the overactivity, silencing the alarms that have rung without ceasing, and pouring my perfect peace into your mind. Receive it, for this is not an illusion. This is the true work of my spirit flowing within you. You need not fight alone against the flood of thoughts. I am intervening. Let the restless stream of thoughts settle. Let the fog lift. Let the functions of your mind return to the divine order I set in place when I formed you. I know the memories that once made you tremble, the experiences that carved deep scars in your mind. But I say to you, you are not broken beyond repair. I am making you whole not only in body but in mind and soul. I have seen the long nights when you tossed in bed, your mind circling endlessly in worry, unable to find rest. I have seen you try to soothe yourself in many ways, yet the peace the world offers is fleeting, soon fading away. That is why today I give you another peace, the peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace not dependent on circumstances but flowing from my very presence. You do not need to control every detail of your life to find calm. You need only to trust me, and I will do the rest. Picture your mind as a garden. Until now, fear and anxiety have grown like thorns, choking the good seeds I planted. But now I am stepping into that garden, uprooting the thorns, clearing the soil, watering it with my spirit, and sowing again the seeds of hope, joy, and love. A new garden will spring forth lush and vibrant with life. And in that place, you will find rest, freedom, and the clarity you have long desired. Do not be afraid, my child, of what the doctors have said, for I see even what they cannot. I heal where science and human hands can go no further. I touch the unseen places, the neural connections burned by trauma, the brain regions eroded by stress, anxiety, and depression. I restore those connections, renew the parts, scorched and weary, and bring back to life what seemed dead. Know that nothing within you lies beyond the reach of my power. You do not need to understand how I work, for that is not your burden to carry. You need only to open your heart, receive, and believe that I am at work. Let me guard your mind, let my peace flow like a river to fill every place fear once occupied. Let my gentle whisper rise above the shouts of anxiety. You are not alone in this battle, for I am fighting with you and for you. Believe, my child, that you are being made whole. No memory can destroy the future I have prepared for you. No wound is strong enough to erase the image of me imprinted on you. No fear or depression can bind you forever in darkness, for my light is shining upon you. You will be renewed, restored, and will walk with a mind set free, clear, and full of life. Rest in me, my child, for I am the healer. I do not merely soothe the surface, I heal at the root. I am clearing away all disorder, replacing it with my heavenly order. I am turning painful memories into testimonies of my faithfulness. Let yourself be immersed in my presence, and you will see the clear difference. Your mind sharpened, your heart at peace, and your soul free. You are not abandoned, not broken, not beyond my reach. You are being renewed, healed, and made whole. And today, I declare to you, my child, receive. My peace is for you. My healing is for you. A mind renewed, clear, and full of hope is for you. You belong to me, and I will never let you go. Beloved child of mine, now I draw near to your mouth, the place from which so many emotions, words, and cries have poured forth in the most painful moments of your life. I have heard every word you uttered, whether small, weak, or trembling. I have seen your lips quiver. I have watched the tears mingling with every prayer. You thought there were words no one heard, cries no one answered, but I tell you I heard, I saw, and I treasured them as precious gems. And now in this very moment I come to heal your mouth, your tongue, your teeth, your gums, and even your jawbone. Not one detail of your body is beyond. My care for you are my marvelous workmanship. I am loosening the tension in your jaw where you clenched so many times under pressure and pain. I am soothing the aches in the smallest muscles, the places you thought no one noticed, but I have seen them clearly. I am driving out every infection, every decay, every affliction that tried to cling to you. I give you strength and comfort so that you no longer live in silent torment. You are not only being healed in your body, but also in your soul and spirit, for I desire you to be whole in every aspect of your being. My child, I am erasing the lies that others once spoke over you, those words that pierced your heart like sharp daggers, leaving you burdened with shame and fear. I take away the power of those words and replace them with my blessing. From this day forward, your tongue shall no longer echo words of pain or despair, but only truth and life. From your mouth shall flow praises, sounds of faith and hope, and declarations of my love and power. I am restoring your voice not only in the physical sense, but deep within your soul. Once you were forced into silence, imprisoned by fear and shame, but now I shatter those chains. Where you were once silenced, now you will sing. Where you were once timid, now you will boldly declare. You are my mouthpiece, the vessel I have chosen to resound truth, light, and life into this world. My beloved, fear no longer has authority over you. It once tried to choke your voice, to convince you that your words carried no value, that your prayers had no power, that your declarations would never be heard. But I declare to you now, fear has lost its power. You are no longer bound by those invisible chains. From this moment you will not speak words of despair, but words of hope. You will not whisper in trembling, but sing aloud in freedom. You will no longer stay silent in fear, but rise as a voice of truth, of light, and of love. Remember, my child, your mouth is not only for speaking ordinary words, but is an instrument of my spirit. When you lift up praise, all of heaven joins with you. When you declare life, darkness trembles and retreats. When you pray, I listen and I act. Your voice carries more power than you realize, for I have placed within it the very breath of my spirit. Use it to build, to heal, to proclaim the promises I have spoken, and to bring light into the darkest places. I want you to understand that your voice is the sign that hope still lives within you, that life still flows in you. Every time you call out to me, every time you proclaim your faith, you affirm that you belong to life, not death, that you belong to light, not darkness. And I will never allow that voice to fade, for it is the instrument through which I accomplish great works in your life. So now, my beloved, lift your head high, open your mouth in praise, and use your tongue to declare words of truth. Do not fear that no one will listen, for I am listening. Do not worry that your voice is too small, for in my ears it resounds more powerfully than any song. And every time you sing, every time you pray, every time you proclaim the truth, all of heaven moves. You are my mouthpiece, my precious child. You are my voice in a world thirsting for hope. And from this day I say to you, do not let fear steal your voice. Sing, declare praise, for I have made you free. Your voice is a weapon, a light, a witness to my power. Remember, my child, I am not only healing your body, but restoring your voice, your worth, and your purpose. You are no longer the one forced into silence, but the one chosen to resound the truth. You are a priceless instrument in my hand, and I will never let you go. My beloved child, listen closely, for now I am moving into the deepest places of your being, where life itself was formed, where I, the Creator, imprinted my holy design from the beginning. I am the one who fashioned you, shaping every detail of your body with a sacred and perfect plan. Now I touch you with my holiness, not to judge or condemn, but to restore, to reestablish, and to pour forth abundant life. You are not the product of disorder, but the masterpiece of my love, and I have come to renew what has been eroded, to restore every function interrupted, and to rekindle every hope thought extinguished. I restore function, my child. I establish balance within you again. Where hormones once raged in disorder, bringing pain and suffering, I now command alignment with the holy design I ordained. Ovarian cysts dissolve under my power. The damage of endometriosis retreats, no longer having any hold on your body. Polycystic ovary syndrome is silenced, stripped of its power to destroy your dream of motherhood. To your womb and ovaries I speak life, abundant life, overflowing life, a life that darkness cannot quench. To the testicles and prostate I declare restoration, for I hold the keys of life and nothing lies beyond my reach. Desire fertility cycles, all shall return to the divine order I set in the beginning. You may have heard voices telling you it is impossible, that your body is broken, that hope is gone. But I say to you today, I am the God of the impossible, and I have destined you to walk in fullness of life. You are not sentenced to barrenness, to pain, or to the shame the world has placed on you. You were created to bring forth life, to reflect my glory, and I will restore this to you. My child, do not let fear or disappointment overshadow the truth. I have not taken my eyes off you. I know every hidden worry you dare not share, every tear you have wept in the night, believing you were abandoned every time you looked at your body and sighed in helplessness. But I tell you now, you are not abandoned. You are not forgotten, and you do not suffer alone. I am at work within you, even in this very moment. Open your heart, my child, and let my presence flow like a refreshing river through your body, washing away bitterness and fear, softening the places hardened by disappointment. Let me replace the voice of failure with the declaration of life. Let me turn your tears into smiles, your pain into songs of praise. You need not understand how I will do this, for this is not your work, it is mine. Your part is only to believe, to receive, and to walk in the peace I give. I declare to you, shame will no longer hold you captive. Fear will no longer rule your mind. You will no longer bow your head in disgrace, or live under the weight of voices denying your worth. I have called you by name, and I have appointed for you a future of life, not destruction. Trust in me, for I never change. I am faithful, and I will complete the work of restoration I have begun in you. My beloved, let your faith rise louder than the voices of doubt. Declare that your body is the temple of my spirit, that no sickness has the right to master you, for you were redeemed at a great price. Remember, my son bore stripes not for you to remain in suffering, but for you to be healed, to be whole, and to be free. Now I cover you with my love and my power. You will see change not by your own strength, but by my presence and power. Where there was pain, I will bring joy. Where there was emptiness, I will fill with hope. And where there were wounds, I will leave the mark of healing and life. You are my beloved child. Your body, your soul, and your future are in my hands. Rest in me, for the work of restoration has begun and will not cease until it is complete. And I declare to you today, step into life, step into freedom, step into the blessing I have prepared for you. My beloved child, now I draw near to your feet, the feet that have carried you through dark valleys, the feet that once trembled in pain you did not want others to see. I see every callous, every weary step, every time you limped in exhaustion. I am not a stranger to the nights you clutched your aching feet, unable to sleep, or the mornings you dreaded taking another step. And in this very moment, my beloved, I kneel before you, not because you have done anything to earn it, but because of my boundless love, and I touch your feet with my hands full of power and mercy. My child, I touch every toe, every joint, every ligament to bring forth complete healing. Plantar fasciitis, leave you now. Peripheral neuropathy, be silent and disappear from your body. Arthritis, release your hold, for you do not belong to the darkness of pain. I speak restoration of balance within you. I declare that pain must vanish. Where you once walked limping, I will cause you to walk upright. Where you once feared to stumble, you will rise strong and dance with joy. Know this, my child, these feet are not given merely to bear the weight of your body, but they were created to carry the good news, to walk upon the path I have prepared. I bless every step you take, that each one may carry the imprint of hope and light. I anoint your path so that your steps will no longer tremble in doubt, but will be steadfast in faith. Every crooked road will be made straight before you, for I myself go before you, preparing the way and guarding each step you take. Remember, my child, your feet have endured more than you realize. They have carried you through long and weary days, through muddy and rugged roads, through trials you thought you could never overcome. And though many times you believed they would give way, they still stood firm, for I have upheld them with my unseen strength. Today I not only sustain them, I renew them. I grant them flexibility, endurance, and lightness, so they may dance in freedom. Do not fear that you will fall again. I am the one who keeps you standing firm. When you walk, I walk with you. When you run, I give you strength. When you kneel in worship, I am present to lift you up in love. Your feet shall no longer be a burden, but instruments of joy. I want you to envision a new day when you no longer walk with anxiety about pain, but with confidence, knowing that every step you take has been blessed by me. You shall walk not only along the roads of this earth, but also along the spiritual path I have laid out for you. My beloved child, I know you have often been so weary that you only wish to stop. But hear my word, the destination is not yet complete, and I have prepared new strength for you to continue. Your feet will no longer tremble, but will stand firm as if set upon a rock. I am smoothing the rough paths, removing the pits, the enemy placed before you, so that you may walk without hindrance. And my child, these feet carry a sacred mission to bring good news to those who have never heard, to carry light into places still covered in darkness, to deliver my love to souls who are thirsting. I declare that from now on every step you take carries meaning. Not a single step shall be wasted, for I will transform each one into footprints of hope for the world. You shall run again, not running from fear, but running in joy. You shall dance again, not because the world has changed, but because your soul is free. You shall kneel again, not in pain, but in worship filled with praise. These feet, once weary, shall now become living testimony that my power is real, that my love never changes, and that my promises have never failed. My beloved child, I have touched you, and in that very moment a sacred transformation began to flow through your life. Not only outwardly, but from deep within, I am renewing you. Every organ, every cell, every nerve, every vessel, each one is being restored according to the divine order I established from the beginning. You are no longer the same. What was once withered is springing to life. What was once broken is being rebuilt. What seemed forever lost is being restored in fullness. My healing has entered you not like a passing breeze, but like a mighty river, overflowing, refreshing every part of you. My breath is sustaining you. Though you may not see it, every beat of your heart, every breath you take, is upheld by my divine strength. My light shines through you, piercing the darkness, erasing every shadowed corner you thought would remain forever. No wound is too deep for my light to reach, no damage too great for my breath to heal. And my child, this is only the beginning. I want you to understand that I do not come merely to patch up for a little relief, but to bring total renewal. I do not touch you only to make you feel slightly better, but to transform you so that you may live in true freedom. You once believed yourself imprisoned in cycles of illness, pain, and fear, but I declare that those chains are broken, the prison doors are open, and you are stepping out into glorious light. My child, I have seen the times you thought you had nothing left, the days filled only with sighs, the nights when you wept with no words left to pray. But I tell you, those tears have spoken louder than any prayer, and I have gathered each one. I have not abandoned you in the darkness. It is when you are weakest that my power shines the brightest. It is when you believed all hope was gone that I began my new work. You are not the same anymore. Do not look at yourself through the mirror of the past. Do not define yourself by wounds, failures, or pain you have endured. I see you through the unchanging love and the sacrifice of my Son upon the cross, and in my eyes you are a new creation. Every cell in you is singing the song of new life, every nerve is vibrating with the rhythm of restoration, and every heartbeat echoes with my presence. Know this, my child, the renewal I bring is not limited to your body, but extends to your mind and your soul. I am wiping away painful memories, healing invisible wounds no one else has ever seen, replacing anxiety with peace, turning fear into faith. I am not only healing what men can see, but also the hidden places known only to me. This is only the beginning, my child. Expect more, for I do not work halfway. You will see healing spreading through every part of you. You will feel new life flowing through your veins, new clarity filling your mind, and new freedom rising in your soul. What you thought was lost, I will restore. The dreams you thought could never come to pass, I will breathe life into them again. Do not fear if you do not yet see the full result. Trust that the work I have begun, I will bring to completion. Do not allow doubt to dim my light. Walk forward in faith, knowing that each new day brings another portion of healing, another step of restoration, and another testimony of my unfailing love and unchanging power. I speak to you, receive. Do not cling to fear. Do not let the past define you. You are being renewed. You are being restored. You are being covered by my light and breath. Rest in my arms, for I am the one who sustains and perfects you. My beloved child, know that this work does not end today, but will continue until you are made whole. This is the beginning of a new life, a new chapter, where you no longer walk in the shadow of pain, but in the radiant light of my glory. And I promise you, I will not stop until you become all that I have destined you to be. So my precious child, let your body rejoice, let your soul praise me, and let your heart sing again. For this is the day I remind you that you are no longer bound by pain and despair. Do you not know I have healed you? I am healing you, and I will continue to heal you, for my love for you is everlasting, a love that cannot be hindered, cannot be shaken. It is not like the fragile love of this world which comes and goes with time and circumstance, but a steadfast, unfading love that embraces you wherever you are and whatever you face. Know, my child, that joy does not only come after the pain has passed, but can blossom even while you walk through trial, because my presence is the fountain of joy that never runs dry. When you let your body rejoice, you are proclaiming that I am victorious. When you let your soul praise, you are opening the door for my spirit to pour healing power into every part of you. And when your heart sings again, not merely with lips, but with faith and hope, you are offering me a sacrifice more precious than any other gift. I know, my child, that you have had weary days and heavy nights when joy seemed to have left you and your heart carried nothing but sighs. Yet I say to you, your joy has not died. It is only waiting for me to awaken it. My healing does not only mend the wounds upon your body, but it breathes new life into your soul, restoring the song you once thought was lost forever. And that song, my beloved child, is not for you alone, but a testimony to the world that I am the living one, the loving one, the faithful one. You may think that my healing is meant only for the body, but I tell you this: my healing flows into your mind and soul as well. I heal the memories that make you tremble. I heal the fears that have bound you for too long. I heal the emptiness you believed would never be filled. I am gathering every broken piece within you and shaping them into a new picture, not distorted by pain anymore, but radiant with my light. So then, my child, let your body rejoice. Do not fear that it will betray you, for I am the one who keeps it. Let your soul give praise, even when your mind cannot yet understand all things, for praise is the very key that unlocks heaven in your life. And let your heart sing again, not the song of a tear-stained past, but a new melody, a song of hope, of freedom, and of unchanging love. I love you with an everlasting love, a love that no distance can hinder, no failure can shake, and no darkness can extinguish. Even when you turn away, that love pursues you. Even when you fall, that love lifts you up. And even when you no longer believe in your own worth, that love declares that you are priceless in my eyes. My child, let this love cover you like the dawn that drives away the night. Let it warm the cold places in your heart, water the barren deserts of your soul, and cause the seeds of hope once buried to spring forth again. You will see that joy does not only return but grows greater than before. You will realize that the song is not only sound but power, power to drive back the darkness, power to keep your faith unshaken, and power to spread my light everywhere. I promise you this: my healing is not a fleeting moment, but a continuous journey, a river that never ceases to flow. I have begun this work within you. I am continuing it, and I will not stop until you are made complete. Each day you will feel more renewal, more peace, and more strength. And with every step you take, you will know that I am still at work, even when your eyes cannot yet see it. So, my child, open your heart wide. Do not hold back the song within you. Do not let fear or doubt silence you. Sing praise and rejoice, for healing has already been given to you and still belongs to you. This is the day I bless you, and no power can take it away. You belong to a love that will never fade, and you will always be wrapped in my arms. And today I say to you, sing, my child, let your heart lift up a new song. For I have healed you, I am healing you still, and I will continue to heal you forevermore. Amen. As a child of God, remember that He is always beside you in every moment, reminding you to live in faith and in His unfailing love. Follow and turn on the notifications so that you will never miss the words I speak from the heights of heaven. Amen.